your favorite moment from this season?
Oh, I think it definitely would have to be the Jacksonville game too, just because it was not even because we were beating the opponent who we won, but it was just a fun game of like you could tell the team was really connected and together, and again the fans just really drove us through that whole entire match. But I think that was a crucial 3 points that kind of helped set us up for the momentum carrying into the rest of the season.
There has definitely been a momentum push within you guys. What do you feel like is something that has happened off the field that has really allowed you guys to kind of push towards the end? Or is it just critical moments in these games where the belief is within yourselves? Or is it just because, or could be a combination of a few things, you guys just being so close off the field?
Yeah, I think you say it really good, Emma. The point about not everyone needs to play their best game; they just need to play a good game, and that has really taken pressure off, letting the moment feel bigger than it is. And we just know if like from the 11 to everyone else on the bench, everyone in training, if everyone just comes together and does their role, and we put it together, good things will happen. So I think ultimately just taking pressure off ourselves, but also off the moment, and just kind of seeing it as opportunity and not pressure has been really helpful.
Yeah, I think we've seen you guys play freer. Go ahead, Emma.
You go first. It's okay.
No, it just seems like, yeah, like a weight's kind of been lifted off and you guys are just kind of playing within your game.
I was just gonna add on. Well, I completely agree with what you're saying, and also agreed with what Katie was saying. I think we've been able to take the pressure off the moment and just go out there and play. And I think one thing you had said, Jade, is just like we like have this belief in us. And I think Allie Cook had said this in one of like the interviews. It's like we're finally hitting our stride, and like all the pieces are falling together like at the right times when you like want to hit your peak at the end of the season. I feel like that's really happening for us, and I think part of the reason like why that is happening is I feel like when Nicole, like we had an interim head coach, and then Nicole came in the middle of the fall, and I feel like we never really hit our stride then. So coming back into the spring and like being able to just like fully dive in and believe in what Nicole is like trying to like teach us on the field, and like everybody's just like all in on that, and then to finally see all the pieces, like it's just been like building because I think we've had good performances and not gotten results, and finally I feel like we've gotten over the hump, and now we're just like flying, where it's like we have the performance, we're able to score goals. I think our defense is coming together phenomenally right now at the end of the season. So I think all the pieces are just like falling into place for us, and like I had said before, like I just think we have this belief in us that like we can do this and it's in reach. So
I love it. Well, we're gonna also be free on this call with a rapid fire for you and Katie. So you guys can flip flop with this. We'll go ahead and get started. Who's your emergency contact on the team?
Haley Thomas.
Haley Thomas is also mine.
Literally.
She's my best friend.
Is she also reliable, or is that just because you guys are close together?
Reliable,
that
like
girl's
steady
gonna like
as a rock.
pick up her phone with like 3 a.m. She's picking it up. Like
she's never on Do Not Disturb.
She's dropping everything she's doing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Never on D&D.
If you guys could pick a different position, what would it be and why?
Okay, off the rip, I feel like I've always would have been a really good goalie.
Okay.
I feel like shout out my goalies, like love them with my whole heart, but I feel like you have to have a little bit of a screw loose to be a goalie, and I feel like all the goalies that I've met have been like, you could do that, and I'm like, okay, like put me in net.
A little bit of crazy works. It does.
Exactly.
Katie?
I honestly think goalie too. I just want to know what it's like. I'm a little bit of a head case too, so I just feel like coming out on a 1v1 or just like I would always wonder how good it feels to like come out and catch a corner kick and like
right,
and you're like running with the ball. Like I just feel like that's gotta feel good.
Yeah.
Come on, Hope Heisey. We'll show her some love.
Yeah. Shout out Hope.
My inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, we've also heard you guys are the Ox Queens on the team. So what's your go-to pop-up song?
What was
A PG pump up song that I love right now. I've actually always loved it is I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. Like I just feel like it's such a good vibe. It's been my go-to song since I was like a freshman in college. I like listen to it before every game day. And I feel like it always just gets the girls singing. So, yeah, that'd be mine.
You stole mine because I ask you to play that all the time. I like singing songs. Like anything that you can sing to, I'll take. Like when she plays like some rap stuff, I'm like, I can't relate. Like I don't even know what they're like. I want to sing it. I want to dance, but I'm not great on the aux because I'm like actually I don't know who sings what. I just like think of songs in my head and I try to find out what the name of them are. So I'm all over the place with like 80s, 90s, like R&B, and I'll usually play it on the TV on like YouTube with music videos, but she's the one that actually connects to the aux and has it all planned out.
I was gonna say I have like the speaker and I'll hook up my phone to it. And like if I'm not there or I haven't gotten there yet, I always walk in and there's music videos playing. Katie's just like looking something up on the TV. It's so
How do
funny.
I add this to the queue? I can't add
I know.
I don't know.
Do you guys have a favorite soccer movie? Or we could go sports movie.
I feel like I like Bend It Like Beckham. It's a classic. Grew up watching it, and I feel like that was the first thing where I really started to idolize soccer in that type of light. So gotta go with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say She's the Man.
Classic.
I feel like I watched that every sleepover soccer camp.
Yes,
that was what was being played. And I just love that movie. I think it's so funny. And I also think it just like teaches girls that like you can do anything a boy can do even better. So
Period.
Which is a perfect setup for our next question. What is your favorite She's the Man quote?
Oh.
This is not soccer, but it's every time you close my eyes, I see what you truly are, which is ugly.
That's probably that
amazing.
Too.
It's a classic. I feel like you can like that. That's the line. That's the line of the movie.
So good.
It is.
That's a good
Last
one.
one for you guys. Rapid fire. If you could take one thing from each other's games and put it into yourself, what would it be and why?
I think we kind of spoke about this, but I was just gonna say Katie's like fearlessness. Like I think I have like some of that in me, but every time Katie steps on the field, I just feel like something is happening. Like she's making an impact, and I think her being like more of a vet, I just think like learning to like do that and bring that into my game will help me so much as a player.
Yeah, I would say Emma's like engine and strength. She comes up big for us and like ends plays when they need to end. Like comes in huge in some big tackles that could easily turn into a bad counter for us. And her ability to just cover ground that's constantly covering our backs has been it's huge, and she does it so selflessly. So
I love that from you guys. We love the complimentary teammate style. Something else we gotta compliment, Emma. I saw a picture of you and Reese, okay? And I was kind of like, who's who? Because it's shout out the Redheads again with the signs, okay? We're gonna bring that back. And we're gonna play a little game, okay? To see if you can say who is Reese or if it's you in a picture of you playing on the field. Okay. And we're gonna try to see if you can guess yourself or Reese. Jared, you can throw them up for us. Here's number 1.
Reese.
Correct. 1 for
Killed
1.
it.
Okay. We have 2 more.
Me.
Okay, good. She's 2 for 2. What is
ponytails.
I think I've seen some of these photos before,
so you're
and I know this exact photo, and I'm not even gonna try and make the face that I was making in that photo. But our admin posted it, and I remember being like, "I'm reporting this photo because who let them?"
It's always that.
But the first one, I actually had to take a second to look because I was like, that one was tricky.
That one was tricky.
That one could have been, Yeah, either of us for sure. We should have had Katie do this.
Right, sorry.
We can have
Katie,
Katie do the last one.
Yeah, Katie.
We'll have Katie do the last
Katie,
one.
let's see if you can get this last one. Is it Reese or is it Emma?
Oh, that's Emma.
Okay, okay. What can I say? You're correct.
Yeah, but I will say, like, our hair, even
Good one.
Allie, if you put Reese, Allie, and I, like, all in a line, like, we're all basically the same height, and their hair's, like, a little bit longer than mine, but, like, the color, if we're, like, a few heads apart, you can't really tell a difference, and, like, people have called me Reese before, like, so that's, like, not, you guys aren't pulling that out of thin air. We definitely, and she's 2 and I'm 3, and then Allie's 33, so all are so similar.
Do you
similar.
answer when you get called Reese, or do you defer?
I defer.
Oh, that's the other girl.
I love that.
Like, sorry, that's the other
Emma.
not me.
All right, before we get you guys out of here, huge match on deck against DC Power on Saturday. The last time was back in March, falling 2-0. Katie, I believe you weren't available for that match. What's the focus this weekend with playoff implications?
Yeah, I think obviously a huge game for us to walk away with the 3 points. But like I said, kind of looking at it as just another great opportunity to move forward and not so much pressure. And ultimately, it's the preparation throughout this week that we put in that's going to give us the confidence. And all we need to do is go out and execute and trust each other once we step out on the field.
Yeah, kind of off of what Katie had said and what we had been talking about earlier, I think the entire team right now is just completely all in, and we all believe that we are capable of making the playoffs. And I think bringing that into our week of preparation and then coming out on game day with that same belief and tenacity that we have the past 3 games, I think is what will allow us to play well. And at some point it's like you can play your best game and sometimes the other opponent, like, it might just fall their way that day. So I think, like, coming out with just, like, a clear mind and, like, doing everything we can to get to 3 points, but ultimately just playing our game and hoping for the best, I think is how we're gonna walk away with this.
Love it. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time. This was so much fun. Thanks for playing along with the games, but best of luck. Thanks again, Katie and Emma.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Sorry again for coming in a little late for the fire.
We're glad
you're okay.
Classic. You're all good.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.